And then, of course, they will tell you you must succeed in ministry. Jesus never asked us to succeed in ministry. And the apostles never asked anybody to succeed in ministry. But Jesus asks us to be faithful. Faithful. Even the reward system is well done, thou good and faithful servant. Brother Paul said it is required in stewards that a man be found faithful. A faithful man shall abound with blessing. A faithful man who can find. So that is God's yardstick for ministry, faithfulness. Not success, but faithfulness. If what God gave you is a town of 5 people and your church members are 3, if you are faithful with that 3, you have succeeded. That is how God measures. There are people across the oceans who are in a village of just few people. They cannot afford a private jet. They cannot afford a car. They cannot afford a protocol department that escorts them. They don't have such people. They don't have such money and influence. But they have to be in that village and pastor those few people. And may never see the light of day. But if they are faithful with that few, they are bigger than some pastors who have 100,000 members in a city of 20 million people. Yeah. So God's yardstick for rewarding ministry is not success, but rather faithfulness. Faithfulness. He that is faithful in little will be a ruler over much. You're a pastor watching and they have made you feel like you are not a successful pastor because your members are few, but you are laboring sincerely, fervently. You're showing them Christ and you're laboring to see them grow. My brother, just be faithful there. There'll be surprises when we are done with this life. There'll be surprises at the bema seat of Christ. And that is why if you're a preacher, stay faithful. All of us in Power City, be faithful with the few. Be faithful with your house church. Be faithful with your campus. It's not about how humongous the crowd. It is how faithful you are in revealing Christ. You know, towards the end of Brother Paul's life, Brother Paul says, all men have left me. So he finished ministry without a crowd. He said, all men have left me. He said, but Timothy, don't be ashamed of me. I've not done evil. When Paul was living, with a very few people left with him, he said, I have fought a good fight. I have kept the message. He didn't say, I have kept the crowd. See that? He said, I have kept the message. Because the yardstick of God's reward will be the message, not the crowd. Michael Jackson had stadiums packed. So crowd is not the yardstick. It is the message and how faithful you are with that message. I have kept the faith. There is the message. And he said, henceforth, because I have kept the message, is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord shall give to all those who love his appearing.